Hello. It is absolutely baking. I am lathered. It's that warm. It's unbelievable. But we can't complain, can we? Because we've had nothing but shit up until now, and all of a sudden the sun's out, it's baking, and we're going to all start complaining it's too fucking warm, aren't we? I'm not. I'm just going to say, that's it, stuff it. I'll have the air conditioning on, screw it. I don't care. Bring on the fucking sunshine. I've even come to work on my bike today. I have. I decided that, yes, it's going to be bike weather today, and my helmet is there. It is, honestly. My helmet is over there. See? There's my helmet. Oh, we are going to have ourselves a bit of a treat today. Oh, I tell you what. You know, the things that I actually do for you lot, I mean, I spoil you rotten, I really do. And today is going to be one of those days. Sun's out, I'm hoping it stays out for where we're going to be going. But first, we've got to get some cameras sorted out, and we've got to put them all on and whatever you're fanny about. Because I know that you lot out there enjoy it when I start messing with my cameras. And the reason why I say that is because I've heard it on the old, on the comment side of things. Ooh, that way up. Going, I like it when he does the banter, when he's doing his cameras and showing us how he's making the cameras all up and what have you. And that's and so, you know, I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. I might have to drop the suspension down a bit on that one though. It's a bit high. What size is that one? That side. So if we put you. Put you there for a moment while we get this one on. Let's see if I can reach. Can I reach? No, not high enough. To drop it down a bit. Where are you? Where's the puffer? This is always a pain in the arse when you have to do this, you see, because you just don't know whether it's going to drop down low enough or not. It's always a bit of a guess. They don't seem to be moving. Taking forever, look. Taking forever. Right. Let's have another go. I think we can get away with that. Okay. Yes, we can get away with that, I think. Oop. As usual, quick check to make sure it ain't sticking out too far. It's like the hinges are slightly different. Yeah, I think we're alright at that. I think we're alright at that. What do you reckon? Fuck it. It'll do. Next. This one will be a bit easy because obviously I'm on the curb, so. Yep, that'll have to do. See how you're looking. It's not too bad, that, not too bad. Oh, you fucker. What do you reckon? Should we leave it at that, do we? One last check. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think it's too far over. I know I keep faffing, but it's a bit difficult to gauge it. But it's a fucking high. Ooh. What do you think? That's not too bad, that. Let's just have another check. Like measure once, you know. Was it measure 3 times, just cut once, is it, something like that? I think we're alright there, you know. It's not too far. Well, yeah, come on then. I have to do it. Sorry, but I just do. I like to get it, you know, so it's spot on for you guys. Because if it ain't spot on for you guys, it's just going to be a waste of footage, don't you think? You know what I mean? It's just a waste. Right, let's get you. This is another one that I have to fanny about with as well, because it never ever gets right. I do my best to get it right, but it always seems to be wrong. I'm always wrong. Wrong. Right. That's alright. That's there. That's that. Microphone's here somewhere, knocking about. Okay. Right then. Now, the reason why I've decided to shove the cameras on is because Nick. Put that down there. Put that down there. Things off. Right. Forward. It's because we are here in Banbury. Banbury! We're in Banbury. But from Banbury we are going to be going to Devizes. Does anybody know where Devizes is? I do. I've got my sat nav on to give me a bit of guide because it has been a while since I've been down there. Thank you very gladly. So yes, I'm going to be taking myself a little trip down there. And because it's sunny, right? Oh, sunny day. You've got to do it. You know what I mean? You've just got to do it because the scenery is exquisite down that way, especially when the sun shines out. So look forward to that when it finally gets up on YouTube. Which will be a couple of weeks, I'm afraid. Oh look, it's been a couple of weeks since I did this. That's 19th of April 2018, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Got me thinking tongue tied then. Yes, and it is a Thursday. Yes, Thursday today. Yeah. There you are. So we've got that out of the road. So I don't know whenever the days you're actually watching this, you'll have to let me know. Stick it, you know, stick a comment down below. Let me know by sticking a comment down below. And I'm a poet and I know it. Fucking hell, unbelievable. Eh? Now it's that's on. Let's just gonna pump that up just a little bit more. Chuck that, because believe it or not, it is warm. So I'm gonna open that up just a touch, but put that down and poke it over there, because we don't want the sound of that washing over my microphone and making a noise, you know. And because that'll be something else that'll piss me off as well, because I've had that before when I've been driving down the road and I've had the vent open in front of me, and as soon as my hand blocks the wind coming through it, the audio's fine, but as soon as my hand shifts, it's like, and I'm like, fucking off doing all that, and all that happens, and like, bollocks, what can you do, you know what I mean? So you have to be a bit wary of it. I would like to get past, please, anytime today, please. I'm going now, I'm going for it. You'll have to wait, dude. I made my approach. It's not my fault he's parked in a fucking stupid place on the footpath. La 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 la. There is one advantage of the sunshine, and that will be the pretties. Be aware, there will be pretties everywhere. Fuck me, this poetry's washing out of me, ain't it? Oh, unbelievable. Oh, I'm like a lyrical genius. Oh, love a duck. Right then, shall we get a bit of a squish on, shall we? Come on then. Because I've got to go onto the motorway and I've got... Oh, hang on a minute. Where am I? I'm trying to think. Oh, fuck me. Oh, good grief. I've just thought, actually, it's not what I was thinking. Oh, man. I've got to go... It's going to be even longer. Ah, crap. Which way have I got to go in to get to that place, I wonder? I know where I am. Because it just dawned on me. But how the fuck am I going to get there then? Because my mind was in Junction 11. And I'm thinking, oh, I've only got to go down to Junction 11A and we'll be there. No, that's not the case. I've actually got to go somewhere else. I think I've got to go back up the 40, I think. But it might... yeah, it's sending me back up the 40, I think. I go back up the 40. It's going to head towards the 40. Oh, this is going to be a long... It's going to be a long gas fucking ride. This is for the fucking motorway part until we get to the good bit. Oh, that's a bit boring, isn't it? It all depends, really. Oh well, never mind. Not to worry. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? See what happens. Because we've got to go back up. We can come along the 42, I think. I've got a funny feeling that's what this is going to send me doing. I'm going to be going all the way around that bit. Ooh, that's a bit daunting, isn't it? Ah, well, it don't matter. Who cares? I don't care. I ain't bothered. Stuff it. Stuff it. Just stuff it. Just stuff it. Stuff it. Get off. I want to be going... Oh, hang on. I'm not going that way, am I? Oh, no! Don't you? Oh, really? You're sending me that way? Oh, that's different, I suppose. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can live with that. That'll do me. Let's go see, shall we? Let's just go see. Hold on. I've got a funny feeling that I might be in the wrong lane here. It's got a chance, unless it'll turn and say both lanes get over. We'll see. Let's have a look. It's alright. Because obviously my geography is about as useful as a fucking 2-year-old. I'm trying to visualise where I'm going, and this is sending me down southbound towards London. So that to me is telling me that I'm going to be getting off at junction 9 of the 40 and then going down the 34. So I can see that coming. Yeah. No, I don't want that lane. I want the other lane. Can I move over now, please? Thank you. I want this lane here. That's the one I want. That'll do. That's fine. Perfect. So if I get off at get off at 9 and go down the 34, I've not been that way to this place. No. I normally go down the It's been that fucking long since I've been anywhere fucking interesting, it's untrue. I'm not M5, that's where I normally go. So I normally go down the M5 junction 11A through Swindon area to the M4 over. Yes, but that's towards Andover, and then from Andover that's when I go to Devizes, and it's that little bit there. Oh, this is going to be an adventure then. Never done this bit before. Woo! Well, sort of. That'll do. I can live with that. Happy days. Let's get on with it, shall we? In the meantime, we are now traversing down the M40 if you want to fast forward this bit because it's fucking boring, you're more than welcome. But remember this, you may miss something interesting. All of a sudden, something interesting might dribble out my gob. Doesn't happen very often, but you know, always be aware of that. It might start off a bit dull and boring, but eventually I'll come into my mind goes into like this explosion of dribble. It's great, love it. It's like there's at the moment there's a lot of bother with YouTube, right? And the fact that it's, to be honest with you, as a video platform, it's dying a death, right? You might not think so, but when it's crippling creators, right? Can I count myself as a creator? I don't really know. Never really thought about it. I just stick YouTube videos on YouTube sort of thing, you know what I mean? Oh, that's better. Agent J's back. So what I tend to do is just do this little, you know, dribble for you lot, so you can enjoy this lot, right? Looking around here and seeing what's what. For some of you out there, you've probably never ever been in this part of the world or this part of the road. So it's something like that, isn't it? You can watch it, look at it and see it and enjoy it. You can either put some music and just play the music while this is on, or you can actually listen to me waffle. But the thing is, I don't really call myself a creator, a YouTube creator. I'm just a bloke who drives a truck who sticks videos on YouTube. That's it, right? That's how I see myself. If it is the other, then fine, fair enough. But a lot of creators out there are being shafted, and it's all to do with this ad apocalypse thing that was going on a while back now, and it's still in the throes of it, right? But the problem is that they keep fucking about with this algorithm that's supposed to monitor all the videos and the content, and it's supposed to flag this and flag that. Because it's a computer program, it's, as far as I can say, it's incredibly flawed, right? Because it's just a blanket thing that goes across the whole board. No matter what the video's content is, it will just go now, because it's got a certain rhythmic of words in there, right? So if you say a certain phrase in a certain way, or a word will come up which associates with something, even though it's to talk about a subject, it'll still get flagged and demonetised and fucked about with. I mean, it's even gone as far as hiding YouTube videos from subscribers that are subscribed and the bell dinged. It just hides them. So the only way you can actually find them to see if your subscription that you've actually clicked on, belled on, right, is by going to their main page and clicking on the video to see what's fresh. And I've done that with several of the people who I follow, right? The big ones have got million plus subscribers, and I've had to click on their channel, go onto their videos to see what's gone up lately. And there's been one or two videos that have been posted but not in recommended, and I've not been alerted for them. And I'm like, how is that fair? That's just bullshit as far as I'm concerned. But that's the way it's going at the minute, and there's you know, a lot of creators are getting totally and utterly fucked off with it. I mean, when they was demonetising me, I don't get anything. That's the bit that pisses me off. I don't really get anything anyway, right? But it's the principle of it. I think I earn about, I don't know, a couple of pence a month. that's how much I earn. It's not even worth, you know, screaming and jumping about it. But the thing is that when you put a video on and then you select the monetize, especially when I'm doing my little vlogs in the morning, and instantly, just by pressing that button to monetize it, it's been demonetized. I'm like, how is that possible? How can it be demonetized so quickly without 0 views or anything else. It's literally, I've just this second pressed it, right? I don't get it. So, and I will say this much, that has stopped, thankfully, for the time being. I don't know whether it'll kick up again or not, I don't know. But it does make you wonder, what are they trying to do? I mean, all the interesting stuff, because I used to love doing my YouTube surfing, but all the interesting stuff that I watch has all gone. There may be a couple of bits left, but I mean, all I'm seeing, for my recommendation that comes up on my screen, I mean yours might be different obviously because it all depends on what you watch, but it's either top 10 this, 5, you know, top 5 this, all those kind, and there's multiples of channels doing these 10 this, 5 that, 50 this, 10, and I'm like, fuck me, and they all seem to be churning out the same crap, right? I used to like watching those ones because it was interesting, but then when you keep clicking on the same thing over and over again off different channels, then it gets a little bit redundant. And it's like the likes of, I know you got, what can we put, what's it called? Is it Watch Mojo? There's, you know, Watch Mojo, Watch Jojo, Watch Zozo, and there's another one, Did You Know, or so. Each one of those have all got the same bloke who speaks on them. I'm like, and I've come to the point when that comes up now, I'm going, oh, here we go again, same dribble again, because it's just getting annoying. So they must have multiple channels doing the same thing for just one, like, YouTube creator side of it all. I mean, if it means the money, fair enough, but it's doing my fucking head in. I know that for a fact. It does my head in altogether. But when I used to like watching things that people put up for how to do stuff, I don't tend to get many of them on there no more. Conspiracy stuff, love them ones. They make me laugh because they're really funny. But because it's deemed, I know, inflammatory, is it the word I'm looking for? They're not really shown, they're like hidden somewhere on YouTube. I don't know, I don't get it. And yet then you have the ridiculous stuff, like, for argument's sake, there was a title on a YouTube channel this morning and it had got over 200,000 views, and it was the dark side of the Hadron Collider. And I'm like, the dark side of the Hadron Collider. I'm like, where do they dream this shit up? Have they actually been to the fucking to CERN to have a look at this thing to see what it actually does? You know, and do they actually, can they comprehend the science behind this thing? And then yet they're saying it's evil, it's opening up a doorway to the fucking another dimension and all that sort of shit. And I'm like, are you off your fucking head? And yet there's 200,000 views to this shit. You know what I mean? But so that, you know, that dribble is still on there, still recommended. It's still fucking, oh, I tell you what, it's unbelievable. This guy in front of me here, right, he just shot past me and now he's slowed back down again. Why? What the fuck for? You fucking turd. I tell you what. He's been a complete cunt, this idiot is here, isn't he? What the fuck is he playing at? Like, that is annoying, that is. I don't mind if they want to undertake, go for it. But don't just do something like that and then fucking slow down again, you fucking bellend. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm doing 52 miles an hour. I can't go no faster. I don't know what this fucking idiot's playing at. Do my head in. So my top lip keeps sweating. It's getting annoying. Oh dear. So yeah, of course, all the dribble is still available. We're always going to get the dribble, but the really interesting stuff, nah. It's not there. It's not available. You have to hunt for it. I don't know. It has gone really mamby-pamby, to be fair. I mean, you can't do anything these days without having, you know, somebody complain about it because it's hurt their feelings. Fucking ridiculous. This world has gone soft. It really has. It's gone fucking soft. Oh well, that's my little bit about that anyway. That's all I can say about that. Because it is ridiculous. But as regards for me, all I do is I stick my little videos on my little channel and hope that you guys enjoy them, and that's it. That's all I can do. I can't do much all. I can't do much else other than that. So yeah, there you have it. I think that when I'm sitting at home and I've got all the footages on the computer and I'll get myself started and I'm sticking the intro together, because as soft as it sounds, right, I mean, for all you newbies out there that have only been with me recently, right, you see what you see, and when you see the actual drive-alongs and that intro comes on, right, if you're a smart arse, you will notice that the clips that you see on that intro is what's in that video, right? I do that on purpose, right? It's so that you can see what's coming up, right? And plus it's fun to watch it flash from different sizes and cameras and whatever, so it gives you a preview, if you like, in a sense. And also my wicked soundtrack that's seemed to be a bit of a theme now, isn't it? You know what I mean? Whenever that plays, people know it's me. Oh dear. I love it, I do. I think it's awesome. It only cost me 36 quid, that's all, for the album that it came from, because it's royalty free. I mean, anybody can use it. It's not as if it's just exclusive to me. But it's like all the music I use when I have used music. It doesn't happen very often, but if I do, it's bought from a site that deals with copyright free and royalty free music. And when you pay for an album, you are given a license to distribute it wherever you want. You can't sell it on, obviously, that's beside the point, but you can play it wherever you want. But guess what YouTube does? It comes up saying this belongs to this person, blah blah blah. I'm like, does it fuck? It belongs to me. I bought it. So you have to go through that rigmarole then to prove that it's part of your stuff and you own it, you have a license for it and all that sort of shite. Oh, so that's why I stick with just that, really. I don't tend to play music on my channel anymore, unless I do like some sort of weird stuff. But I try and avoid it if I can, because it's so much hassle. It really is so much hassle. Well, that's nice. You don't see that every day, do you? Cool. Yeah. But when you look at the each clip that's flicking by on the intro, remember that you'll be seeing that in the video, and you might even see bits in that, even with it being just a quick flash, that might not be in the video because I've cut it out. So, you know, there you have it. Just a little bit of information I've shared with you about the way I do my videos, and that each intro is unique to that video. Cool, isn't it? I try to do it as best I can. I mean, I don't know whether you lot actually, see how the video is put together. I mean, I know I feel like I'm wobbling on here, but it's just me now. But it is an enjoyable part for me. I really do like doing that. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It can take anything from a couple of hours to like fucking 8 hours I've done before now. It depends. And yeah, it does take that long. That's why I have to leave it to the weekend to do these videos, because of the time. But it is a lot of fun picking out bits and bobs from this side, that side, the front bit, me, changing the different size of the screen to incorporate a different situation and trying to transition from one to another. I have only got a basic video suite. It isn't exactly an expensive thing. It's only a cheap one, but it does the job for me. It's good enough. And when the videos are finished and I'm done, and then that's it, then I'm like sorted. And I do like the finished result. I don't get to see it from start to finish as a single file because I haven't got the time, and then I'm uploading it then, and obviously it takes a while to upload it. But I am seeing it as I'm building it, if you like, in that sense. And when there's an intricate part, I do then replay that part as a sequence to see how it unfolds. And sometimes I go, yeah, that'll do, that's fine. And other times I go, well, if I just tweak it there and tweak it there, and little things like that, what I mean, just to bring it to you guys in as the best format and the best quality as I possibly can, what I mean. And I know that all I'm doing is just waffling and flapping my gums about making the videos that I'm actually doing right now, making these videos. But I just thought I'd let you know and see what you think of what goes into this and how much time I put into it. But it's not even here or there for me, so don't worry. I shall always be doing them. Whenever I get a chance to do them, I will always do them, because I do enjoy them. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, you never know if there's enough space left on the SD cards. I might be able to do it on the way back and all. Might. Don't hold your breath, mind you, but I might. Am I turning right here or am I turning left? I would imagine right, personally. But, I don't know. I am. I'm turning right. I am turning right. Bing plong, bing plong, bing plong, bing plong, bing plong. Whee! Can I beat it? I can. It looks like we're going to be going all the way down here, I imagine. I can move over. I don't need to be this lane. It says the A34, so I'm going to stick it in this one. Where? No! Don't do it to me! You can't! That's just cheating! What? It's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Just shut up and watch. Just look at the scenery. Go and have a look at that over there. Right, we're on the A34, ladies and gentlemen. A34 South. That's where we are. Yes, there might be something interesting to look at down here. You never know. It has been a while since I've been on the 34. We used to traverse this one regularly, going down to... now, I might pronounce this wrong, but bear with me. Is it Didcot? Does that sound right? We'll soon find out when we go past it in the next half an hour or so, probably. I don't know. Apparently I'm going to be late getting there. It's going to be about fucking 4 o'clock by the time I do get there. I've got 60 odd miles to go. 60 odd miles in it? Yeah, possibly, yes. An hour and a half ish. Hour and 45. Ooh. A fucking long time that is, isn't it? There might not be enough room left on the old cards to do a way back. Plus as well, the batteries might be half cooked by then, I think. Yeah, we'll see. You never know. You never know. The drive back is slightly different. And I end up somewhere up that way. Not it won't be down here, it'll be all the way up the other way. I think it brings you out on the 34, no, on the 683, rings a bell, whatever. You end up near the M4, and then you go up the 417 417 or 419? Which one is it? Which one before? Well, the 419 first, then it's the 417, I think. And then it's the M5. So on the way back, it will actually be quicker, to be fair. Yeah. Interesting. Isolated down here, isn't it? You know, all these tall hedgerow, tree, bushy type of things. You know, it seems to be like hiding the road away from everything else around, so you can't really see over there. It's blocking the view a bit, and yet it is very nice. I can see through the trees, but you lot won't be able to see very well, apart from the odd break here and there. Well, apparently it's 29 miles down this bit, but I don't know what's going to happen after that 29 miles, mind you, whether I get off this road and go to another one, which could be... Now, here's a thought, right? Again, geography withstanding, because it's not that good, but does this road end up on the M4 at some point? I don't know. I have no idea. But I do remember some people saying that when they traverse down to Reading, is that right? Reading? Yeah, Reading. Well, Reading's on the M4, eh? It's junction... Is it 11? Is that right? 11 maybe? The A33? Basingstoke? Does that ring a bell? I always go down the 40, junction 9, which is the 404, straight away down to the M4, and then chuck a right and follow it down that way, because it never ever come this way, but a lot of people do go this way to go to Reading. So maybe this might chuck us on the M4. If that's the case, that means that it's going to be wanting to... Will it really? I wouldn't have thought so. Maybe they want me to do that then. That's right, I'm just trying to map it out in my head, because honestly I have no idea. It's like a mystery to her. Hoping that my sat nav is playing the, you know, playing with the rules and not being a complete arse. We'll find out soon enough. Yes, we will. Oh dear. Well, I was supposed to start work this morning at 10 o'clock, but I woke up early anyway. I think I was up around about 5:30. I didn't get to bed till like 11:30. And I was just lying there, I'm thinking, I need a piss. So went to the toilet, went back to the bed, lay there a bit more, thinking I can lie here a bit more. I don't really want to get. My stomach was aching, I thought, which I'm not surprised after what I actually ate last night. To be honest with you, it was shameful. But I was celebrating my birthday still, you know what I mean? Because I've only like a day ago, so it's 2 days now, but you know, anyway. So eventually I got out of bed. I think it'd be about 10 to 7, and I goes downstairs, sticks the telly on, and as you do, makes a cup of coffee, or take my vitamins, and just generally just try and waste some time. I'm thinking, fuck me, I've got ages yet before I got to go to work. This is shit. So I'm looking at the clock, I'm thinking, fuck this. So I found work. I says, is there any chance that I can come to work earlier, because have I really got to wait till 10 o'clock? I'm fucking bored. I don't want to waste time if I don't need to, like, you know. So he said I'll call you back in a minute because it was the job I delivered was for somebody else, just to see if they'd let me in. And so then I'm thinking, right, and pacing backwards and forwards, and I thought, fuck it, put my socks on, put my boots on, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I'm going to go to work on my bike today, as you know. And I'm pacing a bit more, and I'm thinking, I need a piss, I do. I can guarantee I'm going to have a piss and the phone will ring. So I text the phone up with me. Nobody rang, so I came back down, and I'm still faffing. And I'm thinking, fuck it, that's it. It was like 20 past 8, and I thought, bollocks to it. So I just got myself ready, started my bike up, locked my house up, walked around my back gate, jumped on my bike, and off I went. And the phone started ringing as I was halfway to work. Obviously I can't answer it because I'm on a fucking bike. And I gets into work, and I was saying, I gather you was trying to ring me. Yeah, you got 2 missed calls saying, yeah, you can come in early if you want to. I said, well, I was coming anyway. I thought I couldn't hang around any longer, it was doing me head in. So yeah, and then obviously here we are. But when I got in, I was giving me truck to the trailer, the one that's on the back of me. So I opens the back door to get the paperwork, and looking at the way it's been strapped, I'm like, how the fuck has this not fell over? Wasn't brilliant. I will say this much: the design of these trailers are okay to a point, but there are some little niggly flaws really that could do with have been, you know, corrected at the drawing board. For instance, under the trailer itself, under the floor of the trailer is ribbing, right? Is what we call ribs. It's like the channels that are on the side. So imagine a channel of steel is like that, right? And if it's facing in that direction, okay, it's not really any good, because you can't hook the internal straps underneath it. Because when you want to strap something, you pull it out, it's got to be facing the other way. So we think which way it's got to face. So you pull it down that way, so you've got to hook underneath. So the C, in a sense, it's like a squared C. The opening to the C should face forward, not face backwards. That makes more sense. But on these vehicles, it's facing the wrong way. So when you strap down and try and hook, there's nothing to hook to, and you're left with the side. Well, realistically, you know, if you think about it, that ain't going to work. Yes, they have got the internal hooks which are inside the little channel of the side of the floor, the steel part. Yes, they've got that. That's all well and good, but there's going to be a point where there'll be a fork truck driver who's plonked something on there, and the pallet has covered it, and you can't get out of it. So you're only left with underneath. Well, if you can't hook in this direction, so it's pulling, and you're left on the side part, well then the actual strap itself, the hook, will just slip across the edge. And that's how these were. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's not fell up the back door, I don't know. Fucking lucky. But the last back 3 pallets, I just redid them. Oh, and plus as well, instead of the strap coming down from the ceiling and going underneath the top pallet, it went basically in front of the product, and it was just holding onto the product. Nah, that's just wrong altogether. Control the pallet, controls the product. That's simple as that. And that's what I had to do with the last back 3, because the other ones I couldn't be arsed, I didn't have time to fanny about with all that. Just the back 3. So, and then on the other side the same. Underneath, pulled it tight. Granted, the internal hooks were free, so I was able to use them, and tied it all up, and off I went. it wasted a bit of time that I didn't really want to be wasting, to be fair, but hey-ho, shit happens, as they say. So that was that. But at least peace of my mind, basically, that the load was secure and it wasn't going to end up falling. Because that load that I told you about a few weeks ago now, by the time you're watching this video, the mayonnaise one where I supposedly shot it, it wasn't that bad. Apparently it was they just moved forward. They hadn't skipped the pallets. The two back ones were the worst ones, even though they weren't really falling over. They was just leaning badly. Well, the one was, the other one had just shifted and twisted a bit. But there was 7 of them, and they was all pushed back and re-stringed, and that was it. So it took them about 45 minutes max, and that was that, done. So there you go. I'd have moved over there, but there's vehicles coming. And so I was a bit worried on that side, thinking that the whole thing was fucked and it'd have to be handballed, restacked. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was exactly as I stated it was. It was, they'd moved forward, but they'd stayed on the pallets. So I think down the old Thurrock, there was being awkward, to be fair. There's no need for that. It's alright down here, isn't it? Not bad at all. It's bloody warm, mind you, but it's alright. I'm hoping it's vent a bit here, I think. It's just blowing up, get a bit of cool air blowing on me, because my arm is burning. My arm's burning off. Looking up at the sky there, there's a plane jetting across the sky off to whatever destination they're off to. Do you ever do that? I do. Whenever I've seen the airplanes in the sky, the really, really high ones, I mean, they're fucking proper up in the old stratosphere like that. I'm thinking, I wonder where they're going. Apart from the moon by the looks of it, but, you know, where are they going? What wonderful destination are they off to? What adventures are they going to be embarking on? You know, I mean, yeah, I always do that. I do. Fascinating. And then I drift off into the realm of crazy, and I'm like, ooh, I want to be like flying around that cloud. And I envision myself just going, look, you want to hear the goofy, so, you know, there you have it. My nose is really, really itching me. It's doing my deal. Right there. It's fucking pissing me off. You don't want to see that though, do you? It's getting on my fucking nerves. I think once I've sorted my videos out this weekend, if I've got time, I'm going to have to get on the old bike and stick the cameras on and go, sort of thing. Yes. And see what else I can traverse, as long as the weather's okay. It should be. Can't see why not now we've got this log, so get me old rucksack on the go, stuff my bits and bobs in, and get myself on the way. Off. Oh, fucking hell, have that. Oh. God, I can't stop yawning now. You watch. I'm going to keep yawning now. I can see it coming. That's going to bed late and getting up early, that is. I didn't want to get up early. I just woke up. Does my head in. Other than that, it was lack of oxygen. it's nice to have all this open space greenery, and because the sun is shining, it brings out all the colour. I think it does. It makes it look more, you know, vibrant, picturesque. There you are. We'll have that. So we've still got another 17 miles yet on this bit of road. Yesterday when I'd gone up to Bellingham after faffing about with that lot, it was alright on the way back. I think I was quite lucky as traffic wise. I was umming and ahhing whether to go from junction 41 on the A1 down to the M18 and not cut the other way, but the signs were saying X amount of minutes to junction 35. I'm thinking, oh, all right. And of course, now as soon as I get past the point of no return, the fucking traffic stops. I'm like, you motherfucker! So I end up having to piddle about with that. But the reason for it, though, and I'm adamant about this, is people, right? Not so much that there's too many of them, it's just the fact they are fucking stupid, right? Stupid. They don't read the signs. They don't think. They just, that's all they do. Get on with it, and they don't even take any kind of consequences of their actions. They just, fuck it, don't matter. Who cares? It's like, I've probably said this before, for some of the old guys, you old lot out there, and you might have heard me going about it before, but from 41, right, it's 3 lanes to start with, but then it goes down a hill, under a bridge, tunnel stroke thing, and then it'll go up, and then it closes down to 2 lanes into a dual carriageway. And as you hit the top of it and round, you now fully into the old dual carriageway, which is the old section of the A1 before they put that in. Which, trust me, going through that bit was an absolute fucking nightmare. It was fun though. I can't argue that it was fun, but oh dear me. Anywho, but when you go through that bit and you go up, down, up, round, and you're coming over this, well, there's signs, right, that says in half a mile, once you go down and you're in this sort of bit, it says services in half a mile, right? Services, half a mile. So, me thinking to myself, well, there is no hard shoulder here. This is just an A road, right? There's no hard shoulder. It's a dual carriageway. There's a big fuck off sweeping bend that goes up and to the right, then drops down to the left, past the services. Okay. What are the chances out of that piddly little services that there's somebody going to be wanting to get out of there? Oh, quite fucking highly, I reckon. So, when I see that half mile marker, I'm checking my mirror and I will move over. Remember me saying? But the reason why it gets blocked is because you'll have some gimpoid who will stay in this lane all the way around, and they'll see somebody put and go, ugh, and slow right down to a fucking crawl while either a lorry or a car or a van or fucking whatever comes out of it, right? Santa Claus for all I care. Instead of thinking ahead and going, oh, hang on, let's get over now so we can carry on. If everybody did that, 1, people getting out of that services will be able to get out, and 2, there wouldn't be any fucking traffic. There'd be nothing there. It'd be free flowing going. Oh. I mean, the reason why they got rid of that stupid fucking lay-by, which was pretty much at the bottom of the hill, was for that reason alone, because people in HGVs mainly, who use it to have a kip, are fully freighted, trying to pull out of that and climb up a fucking hill. Again, you'll get the dweeb will go, crawl, 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 and then try and expect to overtake the lorry that's there while they're crawling behind it, slowing these lot down because they want it. Oh, I tell you what, it's a chain reaction. It's a chain reaction of doom and gloom. It's stupid. There's no reason for it. No reason at all. But that's what happens. And for my little traverse down there, those are the couple of snagging points that I had to deal with. Granted, and thankfully, they weren't for that long. It was only for a few minutes at a time. But it's a few minutes that I could have been fucking doing. You know what I mean? Oh well. But eventually, onto the 18 I gets, and off we go. Whoosh. And everything else was pretty cool. There wasn't really any bother at all. Nothing. It's quite pleasant of a drive back, to be fair. Long. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be, but it was still fucking long enough. But I think what broke the monotony down of it was the fact that I'd got my phone playing the music, right? But I've got a fucking oodles and oodles of stuff on my phone, right? And of late, what I've done is I've gone into songs, hit the shuffle button, and just let it go, right? Some of the crap that's popped up on my playlist is just nuts. I'm going, what the fuck's this? You know what I mean? I'm like, where's this come from? And all of a sudden you'll have Sven singing from Frozen. Yes, I've got that album on my phone as well, yes, don't worry. I've even got Pitch Perfect on there as well, soundtrack. I've got, any other soundtracks have I got? I think I've got 4 or 5, I think. Let me think. I've got Pump Up the Volume soundtrack, which I've made a couple of additions to. I've got these. I've bought these physical thingy. I downloaded other tracks off iTunes to add to it, and then I've done a bit of jiggery pokery, like as you do, to make them play as an album. And so I got that. I got 10 Things I Hate About You, that's a soundtrack. I got that. Lost Boys is on there. I got that. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's one episode the soundtrack of, which was Once More with Feeling. Fucking epic episode that was. Brilliant. Then again, the whole fucking lot was awesome. I've got the whole seasons, yeah, all upstairs on DVD and on my computer, ripped onto there. Same with Angel. Same with Deep Space Nine now, because I've got the full box set of that as well, and that's on my hard drive and all now. Woohoo! What, I like the shit, you know what I mean? What else have I got the soundtrack of? I think I've got American Beauty on there as well as a soundtrack. I think. I know I have got it. Well, it's on my phone, I'm not sure. Blues Brothers, that's on there as well. Yeah, got that one. But like I say, when you're driving down there, I might be listening to a dubstep track, right? It's banging away merrily. Then all of a sudden, an album called Music for Mindfulness, which has got a lot of orchestra stuff on there, like, you know what I mean? And beautiful music being played, and obviously it goes from one extreme to another, like, you know. And then I've got, for argument's sake, something from Frozen pop up somewhere. It's great. It makes it a lot more interesting. You know what I mean? Or I might end up with a track from Godsmack, and that'll play, and I'm banging away to that one. Then all of a sudden, I'll have Belinda Carlisle pop up. You know what I mean? It's there. Honestly, it's there. And the next step, it'll be probably something like Jungle somewhere I'll fly in there, or Garage, or I don't know, something from Pump Up the Volume, or even 10 Things. It could be anything. I've got a multitude of stuff on there. It's quite interesting to listen to what stuff's on there. It really is cool. Yeah. But it did break the monotony down, it really did. It was interesting to wonder what would be coming next, like, you know. So, and that's what I did on the way down to there. It was quite interesting. Oh, it's doing waiting. It is doing me again, it really is. It's doing me fucking again. This seems to be opening up a bit, doesn't it? I wonder what that could be. As the conspiracy mind shoots an abundant amount of theories, that could be a number station. Ha 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 ha! There's a thought for you, eh? That purpose-built mound there with doors on it could be a number station. Hey, softer things have happened, mate. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm watching YouTube this morning about some weird arc that appears in the sky as this person's video in the sky. But every time it passes this arc in the sky, the video starts to ripple in, you know, as though it's been messed with and distorted, like, and ripples, and as it pans across, it corrects itself. It's fine, then pans back again, and this arc appears in the frame, and it does this, and I'm thinking, you know, is this really an anomaly, or is this just bloody good CGI? Like, you know, because, you know, who knows? Right? Who knows? You just don't know for certain fact, really. I mean, here I am, right? I'm driving down here. It's a beautifully clear blue sky. I don't see anything untoward. I don't see any spacecrafts flying across the sky. I don't see any like weird light arcs across the sky for no apparent reason. There's nothing. We haven't had any major earthquakes of late, even though we did have one somewhere down south. I think it wasn't it? A couple of months back, whatever it was. But you know what I mean, don't you? Right? I will always keep an open mind, mind you, when it comes to things like that. Oh, well, yes, I will. Because I still, no matter what, I still find it fascinating. I really do. Because as soft as it sounds, eventually, one way or another, the truth will come out, right? It really will. I just hope I'm around to witness it. That's all. I really do. I do hope that'll be a thing for me, that I will go, ah, oh, great, I'm still around, and it's true. Aliens do exist. Brilliant. Oh. On the other hand, God don't. Yay! Have that one, people. There's a guy apparently, right, who is supposedly pretty much the smartest man on the planet, right? His IQ is around about 200, and to put that into context, Einstein was something like 665. Newton was about 185, and there was somebody else that was 190 something, I don't know. So this guy, he is wicked smart, right? But he's also wicked fucking stupid as well, right? I mean, if you've got that kind of mental, you know, intuity, is that the word I'm looking for? That's able to just sit there and figure shit out. Yeah, why on earth would you waste your time looking for God? Because that's what he's doing apparently. He's looking for God. Not coming up with some way of bettering humanity by finding maybe a better fuel source or the cure for some fucking disease or what have you, with that brain power he's got. No, he's trying to find God. I'm like, well, fuck me. Let's put it to this way, right? If I had an IQ of 200, there's no way that I would be searching for God, because I'd have the brain power to go, well, you know, that's just fucking crap. Yeah, no. Now I think I would be definitely doing something on the lines of either a better fuel source. That would make more sense, I think, personally. You know what I mean? So I'd be looking for that. Maybe trying to figure out certain genetic traits that can help cure, you know, really bad diseases. anything other than that crap. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's just a waste of talent, a waste of brain power. I mean, I'm just, thankful that there are others out there that are younger, but smart as well, that are going to, become people that will make humanity better again. We'll fucking put an end to this mamby-pamby bullshit that we're having to deal with. You know what I mean? In this shitty part of this 21st century that we're in. I mean, there was talk about smart, right? This family, they got a daughter. I think she's about 3-ish, I think, maybe. Sleep, 30 minutes a night? That's as much as she does, right? And the parents are always being waken up by her because there's always laughing, there's giggling and talking to herself. They thought there was something wrong with her, right? It turns out, right, that through the day when there's interacting with either little friend group or a parents or what have you, as having lots of fun, but on the night time she has her half an hour sleep because that's all her brain needs to pack all that crap in and sort it all out. She's awake again, but now she's inside her own head building her own adventure and she's playing with that, and it's like it's almost like a real world to her. She's in this wonderful landscape that she has created. I'm like, the fucking mental power that kid's got must be off the chart at 3. In the next breath you got another toddler that's absorbing language like eating a fucking bowl of Rice Krispies, for crying out loud. 6 and 7 languages this young kid's, I think it's another girl, is like soaking up all these languages. You're like, what the fuck? I think there's a boy that does that as well. He's a foreign lad, is he Dutch maybe? I don't know. But again, he can speak X amount of language. They were trying to, I don't know whether they're trying to debunk that one up, but this little girl who speaks these languages like French, German, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, she's been tested in front of an audience on a show somewhere. I remember that, watching that. It's nuts. Another young girl, literally 4 or something like that, whatever, can name every single bone in the body. I'm like, so there's always those anomalies out there that have got this wicked ability to just suck in information like a black hole sucks in light and gravity. You know what I mean? And everything else is around it in its path. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yes, I am seriously jealous because I wish I had that ability. I'll tell you that now, because honestly, oh well. But they are out there. I just hope that they last. Because if you, there's a little bit of a thing that's always niggled at me, right? Every now and again, I know it seems a bit dark in a sense, but these wickedly smart people, or smart children, toddlers, kids, that grow up, if they actually get a chance to, end up disappearing. It's a bit of a strange one, that is, right? The logic in this is that I know this is going to sound really fucking crazy now, so get your tin fucking foil hat ready, right? Imagine that this has already been played out, right, to a certain group of people, right, a society. This history is history to them. But as I'm talking to you, this is our reality. But they are going back in time to remove certain individuals from history, their history, to correct a catastrophe, right, that has happened, that's caused some sort of, a mass extinction of human race. I don't know, the majority of the population has just dwindled down to fuck all. You know what I mean? So these last few that are smart people who've seen it coming were able to do something about it, like, you know, and maybe because it just, I don't know why that kind of theory or conspiracy, whatever one you put it, popped in my head the one day. I was actually I was watching it was one of these forensic murder mystery type efforts, right? And it turned out that this particular girl was a biologist, right? She's very young. I think she's only in her early 20s, but she was wicked smart with biology. I mean, she was like off the chart smart with biology, and she was on this verge of a breakthrough of certain whatever it was to do with biology. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a fucking biologist, right? And it just so happens, right, that this poor lass ends up being murdered, right? The culprit got caught, it's all been sorted out, and unfortunately she's now gone. But I'm thinking to myself here, right, that's another person that's got wiped out by a random act of violence or jealousy. Because the guy I think he actually invented coal fusion. I think he's ended up dead as well. He got murderized, he got bumped off many years ago. And I'm like, could that actually be a thing where some society has manipulated others into doing these kind of things to get rid of these people because of? But then you've also got to go down the other path as well. Well, what happens if there's an opposite society that's out there to try and fuck it up for them, to fuck that up and fuck it all up? You know what I mean? And then it just goes completely cooker. So, yeah. But anyway, that popped in my head because of that particular point. Is that what happens if that is a viable thing? As soft as it sounds, as ridiculous and as insane as it sounds, what happens if that was a possibility? What if there was a society way up in the future somewhere that's sending people back to manipulate and create these scenarios where these wicked smart people get bumped off, but it's made to look or created in a situation it ends up being a homicide of some sort. I mean, there's even been that thing where there's been a lot of doctors that have disappeared or have had mysterious accidents and what have you, like, you know, there's a list, there's a big list of all that apparently. There's these 30 odd of them where they've all been mysterious, you know, situations where they've accidents, drowning, fucking all sorts of weird and wonderful shit. But, you know, if you want to dig your teeth into something, now try that. See what you think. It's, you know, it makes you wonder. It does. What are we on now? We're on the M4. See, I thought it was on the M4. We are now on the M4. We've got to get off at junction 14 apparently. 14, that rings a bell. Wait, what? 14. She's only down the road here apparently. 14. I wonder, would that really? Is it going to be that way? See, I was thinking whether it might be that way. Well, I'm not. See, I can't remember what the junction is where you come down the 417 or 419, whichever fucking end is it. I don't know. And it goes across and then through. I think it's the 683. I think. I don't know. Does it say? No. Ah well. Who cares? We'll just keep going. But anyway, so even though we have got this ridiculously smart person out there, and there are a bundle of others out there, let's just see what happens. I mean, I might not actually be around by then anyway. I just hope my videos are, and if my videos are around and you do come across this one because you think, oh, that's not a bad idea, let's watch some lorry driving, and then you come across this little conversation, you go, hey, this is interesting, you know what I mean? So, you know, it'd be interesting to know whether or not these individuals that, as toddlers, appear to be wicked smart, I mean stupid smart, whether they do actually grow up to accomplish something and hopefully better humanity. Yeah, but there's always the negative side. We already know that. We end up making humanity worse than what it already is. So sometimes it makes you wonder whether the way that things are these days, if that's actually physically possible. Fucking amazes me, does I tell you? Absolutely amazes me. But only time will tell, right? And that saying works absolutely across the board, because time will always continue to go, and no matter what happens on any given millisecond, once it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. Well, we can't get it back of yet, but you never know. There may be. This is what I've always said when it comes to when you have all these supposedly UFO sightings. They might well be time travellers, right? That is, it's, believe it or not, that has got much more believability to it than the fucking alien coming down and flying around our clouds. Because what's the point? You know what I mean? Granted, I do believe there's going to be life out there, but whether they'll find us is another thing. But if the aliens, as we are supposedly seeing, these UFOs, if they're time travellers, well then they already know where we are. We're here. You know what I mean? So that's it, then, ain't it? They might be in the year 10,000 and something, and they want to find out what happened in 2018. You just don't know, do you? You know what I mean? You have no idea. None of us will. Because the people who live in this time as it's their present, anything that's manipulated, as long as it happens, you know, as we see it unfolding, we just think it as being, well, that's a sequence of events. But to the people who have jumped back into this time, for the future people that have known this particular event happening in one particular way, which has now been changed, will alter whatever happens on after that point. So their reality changes. So when they go back, things will be different. But for us, we'll just continue on, because it is unfolding as we see it. You know what I mean? You never know. Somebody might come back and change the presidency outcome. You just don't know. For all we know, somebody might have already done that to manipulate it. There's a lot of things that could be done which you know, you can think about it and go, huh, that's a possibility. I mean, if you had the opportunity to use a time machine, would you go back and change the outcome of the 9/11 thing? I reckon the majority of Americans would go fucking too, right? You know what I mean? Of course you would. It's also that when you say about World War 1 and 2, would you go and change the outcome of that? You've got to be careful on certain aspects of time changing. Now, there's the assassination of Kennedy. Would you change that? There's a lot of things you have to think about. So for these people who are, if this organisation does exist somewhere in the future that may be coming back and manipulating shit to change their future, they would have to be, one, wickedly smart, you know what I mean? I mean fucking stupid smart to invent a time machine in the first place. But not only that though, you've got to be also wickedly smart to be able to predict within, I mean shitloads of percentage, you know, a minuscule percentage of accuracy, right, to get it right. It's basically, you've got to be 99.9999999 recurring forever, right? Right. I don't think you can ever be 100% right, but you know what I mean? But you have to be that. Because if you're not, you could end up inadvertently destroying the fucking planet. You just don't know. So you've got to map out every single decision that's made, every choice that's made has to be mapped out, right? It's got to be. It's got to be mapped out. And mapped out to a point so that every consequence that's been now changed, to find out what the consequences of that action will be. And you've got to be able to follow that stream. Oh, it gets complicated, doesn't it? Good grief. Well, according to it, I'll go down there. Don't remember that way. Oh well, let's go this way. How many miles have we got left? 25. 25 miles. Okay. 25 miles it is. I just hope that this is a good thing. I'm not convinced. Whatever. So yeah. Imagine. Just imagine what it could be like. What is the purpose? What are these individuals trying to prevent or create? What are they trying to do? You know what I mean? It's always there, isn't it? That slim possibility. Something may be untoward. You just don't know. You just don't know. Oh, shut up, you stupid thing. I wonder. I like the idea that you could use time to help maybe an individual. That would be alright. A bit like Sam Beckett and Quantum Leap. You know what I mean? Now that's alright, that's doable. That's not bad. Helping the individual. You know what I mean? Like, that would be worthwhile, but trying to prevent, say, some sort of global disaster, I don't know, fucking know, whatever. Yeah. I don't know how you would do that and be able to do it with reasonable amount of confidence that what you're going to do isn't going to inadvertently cause even bigger mistakes, bigger problems, bigger disasters in the future. It's like, if, how can I put it? This is how I look at it anyway. This is my 10 pence worth. As an individual, if you go and save an individual, right, just one person, there is going to be, for me, in my way of thinking, a time limit, right? So, for argument's sake, after a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, you can't really go off and then save somebody, because that's a lot of time that's passed, where if they're now here when they weren't, that's a lot of interacting that's gone on. And as I know, as nice as that person is or was or could be, may inadvertently cause the death of multiple others. Right? That's the problem, right? That's where you have to use a bit of thought. It's a bit of a pain in the dick, to be honest with you. So, because as we are here, right? We are matter, right? Solid, bit squishy, but got hard bits here and there, more so than others. But we do exist, and we move the air molecules around us. And everything that we do is always going to interact with other people around, right? Even with me driving down here, talking to you lot, I'm interacting with people around me, right? Because people now see me, so now they're having to react to me, right? And that's just a given. It's just the way things are. But if I'm not here, then they can't react to me. You see what I mean? So for argument's sake, somebody might, be walking down a footpath somewhere, and somebody comes along the same footpath, and to avoid them, step in the road and get knocked over. But originally that person was here, and they just carried on walking. You see what I mean? Consequences. This road looks really familiar. I don't know why, but it just does. Them statues are cool, aren't they? I'll do. I've got to go up here apparently. Banbury. Yeah. I don't know why, it looks familiar. Why does it look familiar? I'm not sure. No, never mind. Not to worry. Gosh, yeah. I'm sure I've been down here before. Not 100% sure, mind you, but I think I have. Didn't I come through here before? I don't know. It just looks really, really weird. I don't know. Looks familiar, and I don't know why. Why should it look familiar? I've never been in here. I'm sure I haven't. No, not to worry. Anywho, it's nice though, isn't it? Pretty. Yeah. What have we got up here now? Where are we going? Straight up. Okay, straight up we're going then. This is cool. So I think, getting back to that, that you would have to, it'd have to be a time thing, right? I reckon. I mean, Sam Beckett was dotting around all types of freaking decades, wasn't he? But I think in reality, if you had a device that was able to be attached to you and you could then flash back, I reckon you. So let's say if this device that you had, right, was able to not only go back in time, but to any given location in the world, that would be fucking awesome, wouldn't that be just cool? Right. So that let's sort that out. Let's just give that as a thing, right? So there you are. You can what are we doing? I want that's fine. So you've got a device that can go back in time, but also can go to any location in the world, right? So it doesn't matter. Not just in the present point of where you are. It can go anywhere. Doesn't matter. So if you want to save somebody's life that will not really interfere with the future that you will actually know about, you've got about an hour. That's what I would say. That would be the time limit, to be about an hour, and that'd be it. So there you have it. That's my 10 pence worth. Because then the consequences will be pretty much nil and void. They haven't really done anything. Not enough people have gone by. Not enough time has gone by to cause any problems. But when decades go by, well, that can cause a lot of problems. But there is the other alternative, right, which would be problematic as well in itself, is if you do want to save somebody from decades ago, you could always then bring them to your present time. Then again, it wouldn't matter. They would be completely disorientated, mind you, because now they're existing 20, 30 years in the future, and they've skipped all the crap that we have actually, gotten used to and understand. You see what I mean? What's he doing? Was he doing one of those standing starty things? What? No, that don't make sense. A bit bizarre, wasn't it, that? Oh well, never mind. Yeah. Oh well, there you have it. Like I say, as much as I mean, I would love to be able to have the ability to do that, like, and hop backwards and forwards. Me personally, though, I think if it was me, I think I'd go and hop into the fuck me, I would probably pick something like 1600s or something, or 1500s, and go and find myself a maiden somewhere and then bring her back to this time. One of the witches in the Salem witchy thingy-majig, I'll go and fetch one of them. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? Cut them down from the tree they're being hung from, if you like, and then bring them back. Well, that'd be cool. And I'll go, let's see what kind of potions you can make. And then sound of minds will go, no, that's right, there's no such fucking thing as witches, is there? No. Which fucking idiot come up with that idea? I'll tell you who come up with that idea. Man. Yeah, fucking scared man. I mean, back in them days, fuck me, they took Bible bashing to a whole new level, didn't they? Good grief. Fucking hell, that was scary stuff, that was. But hey, again, you know, I would probably end up being fucking hung from a tree myself if I went and materialised in the middle of all that shit, like wearing jeans, t-shirt and a jumper or some sort, me hoodie with Scooby-Doo on the front of it, like, you know. I think they would really think, what the fuck? Yeah. But that would, to me, that would be exciting. That would be real fun. That would. Get down there, find, go, right, I'll allow you. Come with me. Zip back, straight back this lot, and then I'd show her all the fun stuff that she would never have got to see. And then I could then take her down to the library and go, yeah, this is the history of where you've just come from, what we can glean, but you can probably fill in the gaps better than what they have done. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be cool? Oh man, that'd be awesome, that would. You'd have to take her to the hospital though as well and have her checked over and then make sure that she's got all her shots and stuff and what have you, because she might be carrying the bubonic plague or something, you know what I mean, or dysentery. Who knows what kind of disease it might end up with, like, you know, because there wasn't nothing then, was there? No antibiotics and shit like that back then. Oh no, none of that crap. Yeah. If you had a cold or the flu, and you know, it'd be God's will if you survived it. You know what I mean? Chicken pox, you can forget that. You're in a box, mate, or in a hole somewhere, dead. You know what I mean? Smallpox is even worse. You know, shit like the plague, whatever, anything, all that kind of crap. So you'd have to she'd have to be poked and prodded. You know what I mean? How would you explain that though? Well, if you're smart enough to have a device in your hand like that, you would know people who could do it anyway, wouldn't you? So you can sort of like slip that one to the one side. Yes, I know it's tantamount to kidnapping, but the thing is, though, if it was almost to be hanging from a tree, I think she'd be happy to be kidnapped, don't you? It is nice to know, though, that this day and age, at least, smart isn't ridiculed or blasphemed, if you like, in a sense, where it's deemed whatever it is that they say about blasphemous and stuff like that, when you ask questions. I mean, I'm so glad that I'm in a world like that, I'll tell you that now, because being in a world like that in them days, nah. No, not at all, no good, naff. Proper naff. Dangerous. Because they were not sane people. They were not sane people at all. The only ones that were sane were the ones that end up getting fucking hung off trees, right? Or fucking decapitated of some description, or, you know, whatever. Right? The free thinkers, them are the ones that got, you know, took into the freaking chopping shed. And you're going to pull out as well, are you? Okay. I'm glad you thought better of it. If you're gonna go back to that time now, in that era, I wonder what kind of things you'd have to take with you as a precaution. I mean, would I have to be, you know, immunised to certain things that, or would? Because I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we are pretty much, you know, at the moment, pretty good when it comes to vaccinations and all that sort of shite. But there are viruses and diseases that were not wiped out through cure, but wiped out through isolation, right? To get it confined and then stop it from spreading. Because there are certain things that we have no cure for, you know, still. Bacteria and illnesses and shit like that. So, what would I have to do? I wonder. I really do. Yeah, I do. I wonder. Does make you think. What would we have to do? But if you can just sort of like ignore that side of things and just then go, and not only could you go and, you know, explore and see what it was actually like back then and witness the stupidity of people, right? Because trust me, I'm not what I would call I'm not a genius. I'm a relatively smartish person, I suppose you could say. I'm all right. You know, I can hold my own if you like. Especially when it comes to really 5 minus 5 times 5 plus 5. I mean, I'll still fucking get minus 25. But, you know, that's just me. But, you would be so much smarter than those people back there. The things that you would know would just literally blow their mind. But also, the reverse would be the same, because there'd be things that they know that you'd never think of, because you don't live in that point in time. But fuck me, it'd be fun to watch, wouldn't it? When they turn around and say, right, this woman has been accused of witchcraft. We're going to dunk her in the river. If she survives, she's guilty. That's the sort of scenario you'd end up, you know, witnessing. You know, if she survives, she's guilty, then we're going to burn her at the stake. Oh dear. So in other words, then what you're trying to say is, that if she dies, right, then she's innocent, but she's lost her life anyway because you fucking murdered her. You know what I mean? By dunking her in a fucking river until she can't breathe and drowns. But if she survives, right, she was able to hold her breath long enough, but you're going to burn her at the fucking stake. Ha! Where's the logic in that? See what I mean by stupid people, right? Honestly, fucking stupid. I mean, what kind of test is that, for shit's sake? I mean, believe it or not, there are people around today, I mean, granted it's a fucking very few of them, that can hold their breath for 5 minutes plus, right? 5 minutes plus. That's some feat, that is, I'm telling you that now. But it's doable. There are people there that can actually do it. There's one of those, there's a guy that does this free diving. He's a world record holder at free diving. 5 minutes, I think he's something like 7 minutes he's held his breath for. I keep hearing noises. What's the noises for? Why are we having noises? I don't want noises. They're just stupid noises. I think it's the, what's it? Oh, we ain't far away now, apparently. It's over in the corner. I don't care. I'm going down a hill and I want to go down slowly. Look at this for a cottage here, eh? Fucking hell. Eh? They're lovely, aren't they? They must take forever to upkeep and mind you, but they are very nice to look at. A beautiful thing they are. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, you get my point, don't you? There's only so much of their intelligence that actually makes sense. I mean, to actually just to exist and look after themselves and and feed their families and and do all that simple stuff, then they'll be pretty much got that sound down. But their rules and their laws and stuff like that when it comes to because it was all religious based then, wasn't it? I don't know. I think I've got to go down. I know where I am now. I've got to go down there. I gotta go down here. That's where I go. That's where I normally go. That's up there. So yeah. Come on then, make your mind up. Be going. I know where I am. I do. I know where I am. What's the head bud, dude? There's how you're walking up here. There we are. We can go. Is it that time? Is it? Oh, the abundance of little people. Ugh. Small narrow streets, lots of little people. Don't like it. It's a bad combination. Very unpredictable. No, well, keep your peepers peeled. I'm sort of going in a bit of a reverse here, aren't I? Nice and steady. I see. Oh, hang on, let's stop here. Can they get past down there? I think they can. There's a footpath blocked off, isn't it? So. Yes, I can see you. I've got my mirrors. Yeah, it does make you wonder when you think about that, doesn't it? The life, what it was like back then. And like I've said before, what you've got to realise is that you sitting there, right there now, right? You're there because of those people. They survived that shit. They managed to winkle their way through all that rubbish, to have children, right? And have them grow up, to have children, for you to sit there. So they've been through all that rubbish. The mind boggles, doesn't it, really, when you think about it? It's like, what the fuck? For all you know, you might have a great somewhere down there grandfather that might have been the person who was hanging these witches. You know what I mean? It's possible. Yeah. Is it like, oh, they're turning green? That's nice to know. It's nice to know. So, all that, they've survived. Have I got to go down there? No, keep going. I've got to go down there. Okay, fair enough. This sucks. It's daunting going this way down this particular road, let alone going this bloody way. It's a pain in the arse, this is. Then we've got to chuck a right, and we've got to go through the little gap, I think, and it goes up and round and down, and then it should end up near enough where I need it to be, so yeah, it'll be fine. Not a bother. Yeah. But then again, I mean, yeah, we don't get to see this, do we? No, we do today. I'm fucking loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, and loving it like that. I've got to go through that little gap, up and round, over, and it should be another few miles. I think we've got 12 miles left to go, so we ain't got far. It's not bad, is it, that? Not bad at all, no. It's alright, that is. I can live with that. Ooh. I'm not going to put the indicator on because it's going to start going, ah! Caution! These vehicles turn in left. Ah! Caution! These vehicles turn... And it's just annoying as shit. I'll figure out what that noise is. There's a leak somewhere. There is a leak, there is a leak, there is a leak of air somewhere. There is a leak, there is a leak, there is a leak of air somewhere. Now, calm down. Now I'm going to have to just take it nice and steady, squeak my way through here. Be careful of the people on the footpath to my left because I don't want to try doing anything stupid. That's why you keep the speed down. Remember this bit? It's cool, isn't it? Bum 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 bum. Yes, the vehicle I am pulling at the moment is a 15'6", and that's why I wasn't too nervous about that. That's about 17 foot, that is, so we're all right there. We're all right. Plenty of space. We come back that way, no, I think, if I remember rightly. Did we come back that way? I'm not sure now. They'll soon find out, I suppose. You know what I mean? That'll do. That's enough. See, look at all this here. Nice, isn't it? We don't. Honestly, I have been this way on the way back, but we don't get to see all the. I mean, that's all brand new that I've just been. This isn't so much because I've already come back this way, but this is just. I'm loving this bit. This is a nice day. This is a nice day. It can be a long ass day, but it's a nice day regardless. I don't mind. I just hope Friday isn't going to be a complete arsehole, so I ain't going to be late getting home. You know what I mean? That's all I'm bothered about. Yeah. Wouldn't it be interesting if some of these really old cottages with the thatched roofs were around back then? You know what I mean? In them really old days, in the 1600s and the 1700s, you know, that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Is it possible? Could they have been? You never know. After things have happened. I don't think we're going to be in tank country. I'm not sure. I think that's the other way. I think the old tank country. Oh, my ass! Fuck. Ooh. Can't beat a bit of tank country. Never had any tanks yet, but you know. Always optimistic. I can't see me having far now to go. Surely not. I know it says 11 miles, but you know, I'm trying to dig out the fog, get my head, clear it all off to where I am, and what bits I've got to go down to get to the place I'm going. Because normally what I'd end up doing originally would be going to Andover first, then from there to the Devizes. I know that bit, but I've not come from all the way up there to get to Devizes. That's why it's all different. Apart from that little bit, I've just been. When I just that little snaggy bit to where the islands were, if I'd turned left and gone up there, that'd have took you all the way up through to the M4. So. You know, that's probably the way I'm going to be coming back, I think, always round about that way, I think, or, I don't know, do you know, I feel not. I think this bit will be missed out, I'm sure it will. Oh, I don't fucking know. I don't know! I can't remember. been that fucking long ago. You got to admit though, eh? These are the best type, aren't they? The best type of drive-alongs. It's got detail like this, and for once the sun is out. I love it. It's brilliant. It's the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah. I'm just wondering if this is going to be that road that leads me down to like a left turn, maybe. No, maybe not. We come down to the end of the junction, you're going to have to turn left, and then you do the thingamajig. I don't know. I'd say it's yeah, it's definitely different. But then again, because I think it might be probably different because I'm coming at it from a different direction. You know what I mean? That's maybe the reason why. I don't know. I'm not that concerned. You know, I'm not that bothered. Right? So, and the roads themselves are pretty good, aren't they? Really? Yeah. Apart from those little piddly ones down that village, but hey, well, there's not a lot you can do about that. And it ain't like I've never been down there before anyway, so I knew I wasn't in any danger of getting stuck. As it just bursts open and you see all this wonder. It's great, Ed. Absolutely. Absolutely wonderful. Hey, I'm just as much as excited as you are. I'm just taking it all in. I am. I just think it's absolutely awesome. I do. It's brilliant. I do know one thing's for sure though. This is going to take a long time to put this on the old YouTube, because I'm going to want to have this all in one go, and I, with all this scenery, with this beauty around me. It's going to take ages. Anybody remember these great big purpose-built mounds that we was going on about? I mean, one of you lot actually told me what there was for, but I can't remember now. But, yeah. See? Shit looks different from a different direction. It all depends on your point of view. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this here over here. I mean, talk about dangerous. I mean, what an idiot. Absolute bell end. Aye. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. But at least there would have been video evidence if it had head first ploughed into that car going ahead. You know what I mean? That'd have been, yeah, wouldn't have been good, but you'd have had the video evidence for it. So there is that. There would be no way to deny the fault of that person. Looks like I'm chucking a bit of a sort of a bit of a. I've got to go sort of that way-ish. Well, looks of it. down there. Chucking it. See, it's a left, but the road don't look like it's going left when you look at it from this point of view here. Yeah, look, see, it's going down there. Yeah. I wonder if he's going to come alongside it and we'll end up breaking into it. So then, as I'm driving, I've got to turn right into Folly Road. I think that might be where I'm going, you know. This here, this reminds me of on the way back. So, there you have it. That's it then. Sorted. I've got an idea where I am. Sort of. I think. Near enough. Mr. Farmer there doing his job. Preparing his land. Thumbs up to the farmer. Thumbs up to the farmer. I've got to put my glasses on a bit, my eyes are aching. Crap. Oi. I have no idea what that was. Come on now, pack it up. I've got to use my eyes to see what I'm giving. You see, when you look at this now, right, when I'm doing this on the video, I have to choose which side is the best. But there are times where you just have to say fuck it and put both sides on because it just looks awesome. You know what I mean? And have a full view of everything. I mean, looking at the vast expanse of this area here and seeing that cattle there, it almost looks like a western ranch, you know what I mean? It's just nuts. Oh dear, but it does look absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And the best of it is, right, if you think about it, all this beauty is being done by Mr. Farmer. It's Mr. Farmer that's done this. He's the one who's done all that shit and made it look like that. Pretty cool. I mean, looking at the field over here on the left, that looks like it could be ready for like pasturing, I think, possibly, because it looks like just grass. Whereas you got that there, which I think that's that. What do they call it? I don't know, some sort of biofuel stuff, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know what it's called. I will definitely be traversing this way back anyway. On the way home, and then I will be going through Swindon area, down Birdlip, onto the M5 and up towards the M6 and home. Yay! It's going to be a long ass day, mind you, but hey ho. To be honest with you, because of this, I don't mind. I will, just for your viewing pleasure as well, I will leave the cameras on when I fuck about in this teeny weeny little yard to put this under the canopy, right? So you can watch me fanny about with that, right? That'll be some fun for you. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. It just depends. And being as though I've not been in there for quite a while, more than likely going to fuck it up the first few times. Oh dear. I don't care, I'm not bothered, because at the end of the day, you know, shit happens. It's a poke little hole and you've got a blindside into the gap. I'm just looking at that junction here thinking, is that the one I had to turn down? No, because it was the other way, innit? You turn left, not right. And it ain't come up to it, you go down to it, so now it's had that one then. Oh well. Oh, ignore that, that wasn't what I was thinking. This, you go up here, right, over the top, it closes back into a single carriageway, and then it's sort of like little industrial shit thing, then shops and bits and bobs and whatever, and buildings and structures, just over this hump. This was the, if I'm not mistaken as well, I think, is it this one? Yeah, it is. Hey, hold on there, sunshine. Just down over the island, just down here, there was that the cat lady. If you remember, if you've seen that video, when I was videoing it on the way out of Devizes. Yeah, she was dressed in a cat suit, black stockings, leotard, and the old cat ears. Yes, the whole 9 yards. Block it off so nobody can fuck about. Yeah, we are pretty much here. It's only out. It should be on that side of us here. We have to go round to it. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. It's only up here. It's up here. It's just up here. There should be some like piddly painted bubbly islands just here, I think. Is it? Are they piddly painted bubbly islands, or are they just normal islands? I can't remember. No, it's not. It is a piddly island. It's not a painted one. It's just there, just past the island. So, literally in the corner, so we are there, almost. And we'll come back that way as well. Well, I will anyway. I don't know whether there'll be enough charge left or enough space left on the old cameras to do it. We'll have to wait and see. But I will put the back cameras on charge if there is enough space left to do it. But I think there's around about 5 hours worth of recording, 4.5, 5 hours. So, you know, we do have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see, I'm afraid. You know, you're going to one as well. Okay. And me. So you're going to have to give way to me, I'm afraid. There we go. Guess what? There's a big fucking truck coming. Now you can either stay there and let me fucking shoe all my way around you, or you could at least reverse back up out the road, but I don't know. I'll just pretend that you're in there and I'll try and shoe myself around you. You know, because I'm just that fucking good. I don't know. Well, here we are. Here we are, we are, we are, here we are. Now then, being as though there is a vehicle parked in the way, blocking the fucking gate to get in, how the fuck am I supposed to get round you? Is there room to show myself through there? Because you know, I'll have a go, you know, if he's going to... Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. One of our drivers is in there. Oh, that's different. I wonder if... Ooh, I wonder if they've changed it. And you reverse into there instead of fanging around the back. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? In that case, then I better go find out, hadn't I? I'll just shove myself here for a minute. I'm going to have a nose. Ooh. So, for now, I will say toodle pip and tatty bye and all the rest of it. So I hope you enjoyed that little adventure, and you never know, there might be another one come back after this. But until then, toodle pip and all that. Go on then, off you pop. Pop, poppity poppins. Yay!